who we got there. Hey everybody, look who we got here. Sean from The Good Dog. How you guys doing? Check-in time with Miss Zoe over here. If you guys remember Miss Zoe, check out the tree. Pretty dope. If you remember Miss Zoe, we showed some really early preliminary training stuff with her, where Henri was doing e-collar work, doing recalls, just trying to get her out of trying to set the foundation for overriding the fear, the flight response, which was just, let me out of here, 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 looking for escape routes, looking for exit points, all that stuff. Totally disconnected from the handler, super nervous, super fearful body language, really, really uncomfortable, super obvious that she was in a bad space. And we showed the e-collar work is the kind of beginning process for overriding those kind of deeply embedded impulses and starting to get her to connect to a handler and starting to get her to like move to the point where we could actually start to train her, because you can't train a dog that's just taken off, that's freaked out, that's overwhelmed, that's terrified. Like, good luck. That's a really hard one to train. So now we're probably like a week in. We've been doing e-collar stuff, our regular program, teaching her recall, sit, down, place, inside, outside, heel on leash. We've been using a little bit of food to sweeten the pot with her, keep her in a good space. And so just want to do a quick check-in. I don't know how she'll be with the phone in my hand, because she's working really nice with me without it, but we'll see. Some dogs get really nervous about the phone holding up like this, so it can kind of throw them off. So we'll see how she does with it. But I'm excited to kind of show you guys the progress, because I know for a lot of folks, and when we go back to like why I posted those original 2 videos with Henri teaching her, is that prong collars and e-collars, and everybody's like, fearful, nervous dog, prong collars, e-collars, it's the worst, you're the devil, you're gonna, shock the dog. Like, how are you gonna shock the dog to be, less afraid? How are you gonna shock the dog? You can't train with pain. You can't, all you're gonna do is shut the dog down, ticking time, you've heard all that stuff. Well, I wanna keep showing this proof of what we really do create, rather than just all of these kind of myths and stories and legends and all that stuff, and show the dogs actually what they look like, how they progress, and how these tools are actually used, and what kind of dogs they end up turning out. So let's check it out. Let's see what we get. Zoe, come. That's a girl. Come on, Zoe, place. Good girl. Hi. Oh, you look so bad. You look so bad. Hi. No, please. Sorry, I totally set her up with too much excitement. Try not to trip. She doesn't seem so bad with the camera. Zoe, come. That's a girl. Place. Good girl. Down. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Right? So you can see already body language tremendously changed. Attitude tremendously changed. Looking for escape routes? Not anymore. Engaged with the handler? Yes, 100%. So this is showing the value and the power of this foundational work done with these horrific tools that are supposed to just make dogs worse. Well, if you go back to those original videos and you see what you look like, pretty easy to see which dog looks better, right? So I'll just let Zoe do the talking, right? Enough of me jibber jabbering. Zoe, come. Zoe, come. Good girl. Place. Good. Down. You doing a little tap dance? Doing a little tap dance? I'm gonna call all the way across the room, see how she does. Zoe, come. That's a girl. Come on, lady. Good, good. Place. All right. Down. That's a girl. That's a girl. All right. So before I couldn't touch her, right? And even her eyes, like she's got like some, it looks like she's even got some cataracts or some glaze in her eyes. So sometimes when the light's in her eyes, it makes her look even like more concerned, but she's actually pretty loosey-goosey. So I wouldn't touch her, I wouldn't pet, I wouldn't do any of that stuff if I had any kind of, nope, down. Oh, he's itching, I'll let her slide with that. I wouldn't touch or pet if I thought there was any risk or if she was unsure or anything like that. I'm too smart for that. All right, down, so, down. We can allow a little itch, but not a really long itch. Let's try some different stuff. Zoe, come on, lady. Place. Good girl. Down. Yes, there was another dog on there. No. So I'm saying no, I'm not even using an e-collar. There's like, one hand is holding, right? This one is holding the camera, and this one's got nothing. E-collar is here in back pocket. She doesn't really need it right now. But I just wanted to show you guys some progress of how these dogs actually move through this program, how these tools really work, so people can start to become educated and start to get their dogs unstuck. People that are dealing with fearful, nervous, insecure, or of course even aggressive and other cases and things like that, but especially the fearful, nervous, insecure dogs. So many people are ill-served by programs that aren't able to trump the fear, so the dog stays locked in that cycle. The cool thing about these tools, when used appropriately, they really help you make a connection, a bridge that helps start to reverse that process, reverse perceptions for the dog, and starts to get the dog tuned in, focused, and really, like I said in those videos, reverses the perception of what's comfortable, what's uncomfortable. It used to be comfortable for Zoe to be like, but it really wasn't comfortable because she was just terrified. But in her mind, it was comfortable, be far away from these guys. And then with e-collar work, we started to make it be close to us guys is really comfortable. And that was more comfortable, but mentally it was still like, not sure. And then we just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. She's like, these guys are pretty cool. These guys are pretty cool. I have to be near them. Nothing bad's happening. They're all right. And then eventually I kind of dig them. And then, and they give me some food too. Like, these guys are aces. And that's slowly how the program works using these tools. So Zoe's doing all the talking. I know I'm yakking, but her body language, her the way she looks, her responses compared to those videos really tell the story. And I hope this kind of documentation helps people make more informed decisions about the tools and the training programs that they utilize with their dogs, so everybody can get unstuck, because there are some really great answers out there if you know where to look. Zoe, come. Come on, lady. Good girl. Come on. Place. That's it, girl. Down. No. Down. So how cool was that? That she was like actually happy to break command, go over place, and come to me, like come into me. So that's an interesting moment, like in obedience, where you're like, yeah, you really want her on place. Yes, we really do want to reinforce that, and that's a command you've got to listen to and all that. But like, what an interesting thing that rather than stay on place and stay at the furthest distance from me, she's like, no, I want to come right over place and come right to this guy who was the worst guy in the world, and all that stuff. So come on, lady. Come on, place. Good. Down. That's a girl. So come. Place. Yeah. Hi, sweetie pie. Down. Yeah. Are you tap dancing again? That's great. Anyways, guys, Sean from The Good Dog, Miss Zoe, rocking and rolling, super awesome progress. Really proud of her, really happy for her, really excited for owners, and I'm excited for you guys to get more information about how this stuff works. Take care. Hope you had a great holiday. Toodles.